Good morning. We're going to begin our program with the blessing of the four directions, acknowledging the worship of an omnipotent God. The East gives peace and light. It is the beginning. The sun rises to bright light and enlightenment to all creation. The color of the East is yellow. The South gives warmth. Happiness and generosity are also associated with the power of the South. The color of the South is red. The West gives rain. West is where the sun sets and the day comes to an end. Joy and growth come from the rain and release ignorance. West is the home of the powerful thunder being who stands against evil. The color of the West is black. The North is the place of winter. It is the place of wisdom. With its cold and mighty wind, it gives strength and promotes endurance. The color of the North is white. Mitakuyasin.
Carlisle's Young Ones, a visit to remember those who didn't come home. When the sun is setting, there is only the light of dusk. The children's spirits speak and walk among us. Not to scare, they stay out of sight. Their voices tell their true stories on the dawn of a new day's light. In silence of the evening night, you might still hear the children's cries of sadness and their cries of fright. When you peer to the beds of those who were just where we were asleep, you may still see the stains of their tear-soaked sheets. Sadness lingers in the dorm basement air. So thick of sadness does it reek, your body shakes and you become weak. For you can see only the image and the horror the children endured there, but were forbidden to speak. In little uniforms, gray and white, we were dressed to look just alike. I feel ugly in my dress alike, with my true identity out of sight. In traditional clothing, you might see me as part of my tribe, my family, my community. Marching here and marching there, with our feet enduring shoes of the white men, our little footprints can still be seen upon the Carlisle land. Made to speak and act the same, when I return home, I think I am to blame for the same I feel when I was captured against my will. I struggled to act and feel the Indian in me. I tried hard to keep me, the person that I was created to be. But years of molding and lessen the Indian in me, now I do not even know who is me, and me from the home of me they made me to be. I never made it home, and here I lie, watching the many passers-by stop and cry as they read my name upon the headstone frame. Some of my friends don't even have a name. Don't even know their name. Why? You don't even know their names? What shame. Our stories have been hidden for oh so long. We want you to know the graves that stand in front of you, you see, were once little children who just wanted to be alive and free. My spirit thanks you for visiting me.
I don't know if you've noticed the posters that are hanging up along the walls. These are all pictures of students who went to Carlisle Indian School, which is less than 100 miles from here. Just 100 miles west of this place lie the remnants of the long-abandoned Carlisle Indian Industrial School. The school began in 1879 with the philosophy of its founder, Captain Richard Pratt, to kill the Indian to save the man. Just 3 years after the humiliating loss at the Battle of the Little Bighorn, the Department of the Army sought out the Indians of the Great Plains to be among the first students to participate in Captain Pratt's experiment. Late summer of 1879, 2 Oglala Sioux children, Keeps Kane, who's 9 years old, and Walks in the Clouds, who was 7, my great-great-aunt and uncle, were loaded into a wagon on the Rosebud Reservation that would take them far away from everything they had ever known in their young lives. Their final destination would be a place called Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where they would spend the next 3 years in the first class of the Carlisle Indian Industrial School. In those 3 years, Keeps Kane would become Bertha Chips, and Walks in the Clouds would become Jeffrey Chips. Their clothes were exchanged for a uniform and their moccasins for shoes. Then they cut their hair. Not understanding Indian culture, the non-Indian host would not have known how traumatized the students would have been when their hair was cut. In Lakota culture and most Great Plains cultures, your hair is cut when a family member passes away. These children may have believed their family had died, leaving them alone in a strange place. Today, we can only imagine the children's fears and the mindset of a generation of non-Indian people who believed forced assimilation was the best solution for the Indian problem. This is not just a sad story or abstract history. This is family history, one that is shared with so many other Indian people. For this reason, my father would take me to the Carlisle Indian Industrial School Cemetery in their honor, to remember their experience and to pay our respects to the students who did not survive the experiment. As we would leave the site, my father would look directly into my eyes and say with great conviction, "Exenuyo," never forget. In loving memory of Bertha Keeps Kane Chips and Jeffrey Walks in the Clouds Chips, I stand before you today in the loving midst of the Christian faith of my choosing to lift up their names in memorial. I invite you to join us to honor and respect the spirits of the children who have been ignored for so long.
The Lord proclaims, a voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and wailing. It's Rachel, crying for her children. She refuses to be consoled because her children are no more. The Lord proclaims, keep your voice from crying and your eyes from weeping, because your endurance will be rewarded, declares the Lord. They will return from the land of their enemy. There's hope for your future, declares the Lord. Your children will return home.
Samuel John Ness Pierce.
Hal Peter Assini Boyne.
Katie Helen Adams Crow.
Reuben Tappers Cheyenne.
Delia Williams Chippewa.
Parascovia Friedolf Alouette.
Horace Chiteau Apache.
Given Bat, San Carlos Apache.
Owen Fire, Apache.
Sharp, Pawnee.
Albert Henderson, Sac and Fox.
Simon Dawkinson, Apache.
Ada Sakawa, Pew.
Charlie Whiteshield, Cheyenne.
Corinne Samate, Pueblo.
Albert Jackson, Iroquois Seneca.
Alvin Sioux.
John Quagan, Chippewa.
Washahe, Arapaho.
Amos Laframboise, Sioux.
Kawasea, Pueblo.
James Sawbush, Chippewa.
Seth Continito, Apache.
Martha Anton, Pima.
Jim Foxcatcher, Apache.
Aaron Yosek, Apache.
Caleb Ketchjole, Apache.
Margaret Egger, Pueblo.
Mary Paisano, Pueblo.
Rudolph Essendey, Apache.
Louis Liu, Cheyenne.
Henry Jones, Iowa.
Luke Phillips, Nez Perce.
William Summers, Cheyenne.
Lodi Sarich, Utah.
Topa, Pawnee.
Elise Davis, Cheyenne.
Lorenzo Benito, Apache.
Riley James, Washoe.
Leah Road Traveler, Apaho.
Christine Redstone, Assiniboine.
Bassford, Peyote.
Hayes, Arapaho.
Nanny Little Robe, Cheyenne.
Fanny Charging Shield, Sioux.
Albert Metco, Seminole.
Mabel Stackhart, Alaskan.
Neil Susan, Apache.
Dora Morning, Cheyenne.
Albert Castador, Apache.
George Rusk, Chippewa.
George L., Pigan.
Cooking Look, aka Cookie Glook, Alaskan.
Paul Wheelock, Unceda.
Adam McCarthy, Mado.
Ellen Macy, Umpqua.
Judith Kankak, Apache.
Frederick Skahajay, Apache.
Elliot Kiowa, Kiowa.
Lucy Spalding, Alaskan.
Mary Kinnanook, Alaskan.
Titus Deerhead, Apache.
Susie Reed, Apache.
Edward Angaluk, Eskimo.
Kate Ross, Wichita.
Basil Eckharden, Apache.
Lanitas Chawa, Mission.
Dennis Strikus First, Sioux.
Ava Enisayan, Apache.
Pedro Sanchez, Pueblo.
Edward Spot, Paiulela.
Kate Deonta, Apache.
Richard Morgan, Sioux.
Lucy Pretty Eagle, Sioux.
Wilbur DeChesn, Apache.
Ida Bennett, Klamath.
Sophie Coulon, Oneida.
Anthony Noske, Apache.
Gemina Matoxin, Oneida.
Edward Upright, Sioux.
Anistia Atwolak, Alaskan Aleut.
John Bitts-Clay, Navajo.
Della Tuscarora Aiken, Shoshone.
Bishop Shield, Gros Ventre.
Maud Little Girl, Sioux.
Samuel Flying Horse, Sioux.
Henry Greenberg, Chippewa.
Gemina John, Juanita.
Sophia Tetzoff, Alaskan Aleut.
Florence J. Barnett, Ottawa.
Zone Keu, Kiowa.
Sarah K. Smith, Shohone.
Helen Yadasoza, Apache.
Jack Mather, Apache.
Margaret Yates, Apache.
Matavito Horse, Cheyenne.
Baloo Stone, Apache.
James Cornman, Sioux.
Alida Booth, Apache.
Neneko Antonio, Apache.
Nora Izancho, Apache.
Moses Neal, Sac and Fox.
James Wolfe, Sac and Fox.
Lucy Yatza, Apache.
Guy Basket, Apache.
Robert Scott, Seneca.
George Harrison, Cheyenne.
Edna Graham, Apache.
Miriam Patton, Apache.
Louisa Wan, Pima.
Nora Dickens, Arapaho.
Roderick Fatty, Apache.
Rebecca Little Wolf, Nez Perce.
Henry Auda, Apache.
Tabitha Carroll, Arapaho.
Samuel Gilbert, Winnebago.
Eva Enisayan, Apache.
William Snake, Ponca.
Fred Harris, Alaskan Talenjet.
Jane Lumfoot, Arapaho.
Edward Hensley, Winnebago.
Alfred Charco, Wichita.
Henry Marmon, Pueblo.
Bella Cajo, Arapaho.
Susi Nachiki, Apache.
Lena Carr, Pueblo.
Ada Faxcatcher, Apache.
Warren Painter, Sioux.
Melissa Maxon, Wandea.
Horace Arapaho.
Ava Deze, Apache.
George Bear's Arm, Gros Ventre.
Almeida Heavy Hair, Gros Ventre.
Madia Kuma, Eastern Cherokee.
Eli Hunlula, Apache.
Mabel Kusikwe, Apache.
Thomas Suckley, Mandan.
Wife of Talbot Goodday, Apache.
Ernest Knoxoff, Sioux.
Sarah Cook Kirk, Kickapoo.
Susie Kenya, Chippewa.
Willie Norcock, Shoshone.
Rose, Sioux.
Rogers Desarda, Apache.
Aninik Verskin, Alaskan Aleut.
Henry Morning, Cheyenne.
Percy White Bear, Cheyenne.
Mirakicha, Apache.
Francis Bones, Comanche.
Alice Springer, Omaha.
Boo Neal, Arapaho.
Hans Giles, Chene.
Maggie Inata, Apache.
Ophelia Paulus, Oneida.
John Bull, Gros Ventre.
Lau Block, Alaskan Asuma.
Godfrey Blatcher, Apache.
Wendell Young, Sioux.
Charles Fisher, Crow.
Kate Kinshon, Apache.
Frank Cushing, Pueblo.
Wade Ayers, Catawba.
Helen Freitas, Alaskan.
Sanson Nora, Apache.
Eric Gate, Apache.
Tommy Cook, Alaskan.
Abe Lincoln, Cheyenne.
Frank Green, Oneida.
Young Eagle, Sioux.
Baby of Talbot Goodday, Apache.
Sybil Marks, Apache.
Herbert Goodboy, Sioux.
Erza Enigun, Apache.
Fanny Gibson, Shawnee.
Jeffrey Iski, Apache.
Penelope Azane, Apache.
Hannah DeChesson, Apache.
Friend Hollow Hornbear, Sioux.
8 unknown. Infant Eunice Swison, Apache. Margaret Davis, Chippewa. Cora E. Price, Sioux. Dora Her Pipe, Sioux.
thank those who have brought this witness to us. Thank you so much. Very meaningful and a whole lot to think about. And I encourage every one of you to do some kind of remembrance, some kind of training, some kind of awareness event this year at your church as we prepare for 2016's Act of Repentance.